you was a Ghana for the vision I say
exactly
we say you know omo Quantum Chronia you know na omonti ase no do na nheda enti o ma se takonya idea CTV Dwabo oba ha ye be din komo amatemamofo so enya so emfa so
nti yenche say this man is a husband and or a papa or sanso ye advocate say the broni we kan no or entrepreneur che say o adwumade bebre a oye enne yi na me kan article bi a wo posti wo Facebook wall October 2020 ho baby say you have left your let me get it right for you. I found that very profound and I need to share this with our viewers. Said ombinya ahotoso. This is it. We'll say I renounce my US citizenship, count down on my businesses and left my family as a commitment to prove myself that I'm wealthy. What was it posted by you?
I don't know. I didn't write that, but Netele say, "Yeri to an amonga yaba." In the first place, Michia etifu yeshia wahache. Inti etifu ni one was sharing all over. We are seeing them. Him say platform here, platform kese, more free kese. Inti and they say ne more invite and say yemra ne brakweku doc and so waha. Inti I hope say na mokana it's going to be wopepem sempens in yemu kama. And it's say obviously no someone say a requirement say untumi enye a foreign national now we may run for
tickets
Inti na it was nay idea and among and I see you too. But to me personally, not me too son among if you say number percent make sure Ghana for youth per se what make sa transition now what call America no per se catch you and say listen near why you American young beach me I be Ghana inti mereba na me so me na mo aba baby amo wo baby amo te baby amo dan na mudi na mo home na ye na ye de entama boy ye ho ano na ye yako what I say inti na obi en feel say me wo safety net bia no it's got to work as the say ye me eye adwuma na sa we sink or we swim together what I say you inti na that was a personal commitment. Now I thought it was worthy of say yebeye and nebusian fonso nim say me wo manketwa and it was one of the toughest things I had to do say my job family no wo hono meba but it's got to be done because it will be a sacrifice.
Exactly.
Some people sacrificed everything what I say as much as of a sacrifice I thought it was not me feel the same of why and sing say on our behalf intina Ghana see
exactly
intina me married to sana mona na I didn't look back
Ghana today you are seeking to annex the seats as a president of the republic from where you sit Ghana are you proud?
Me proud. I'm actually disappointed by the leadership because failures Nina is so obvious. Now with Niayenge with the human capital Abrichi, there are glimpses of successful Ghanaians or Abrichi, cross section of Abrichi, Uko East, Uko West. Maybe Aba could be they're successful Ghanaians are. If the job of a leadership, is to assemble skill sets, competencies.
Exactly.
Inti so your leader now want to me assemble a mastermind for the master class. You're a master failure. What do I say?
Exactly.
And that's just it. We can't dance around it. We can't play around it. The job of a leader is to assemble a mastermind for the master class, or you're a master failure. That's it.
So in this case, the current government now you want to fail to move forward.
Well, I wouldn't say current government. I would say from 67 years ago, there have been incremental failures. Of course, monumental dysfunctionality.
Okay.
What do I say? Inti fail obiaba, they are substandard in their vision, in their execution of their office. Na ediyen koyenchi. And unfortunately, mpanyinfo are not taking notice and not doing anything about it. Inti eno na metastasize to this failure. Inti enyadia esi nra. For 67 years they've been failure. And I could just tell you, say, when we want to build a nation, nation building is very specific. And you could dance around with, you can guess. It's very specific. What constitutes a nation, a developed nation? A developed nation has to have some things. Then as I say, housing, as I say, healthcare, as I say, meaningful functional employment, as I say, healthcare, as I say, communication, transportation, as I say, security and recreation, as I say, markets, and a functional central business district. Sanya Mateni, in 67 years, no government can say somewhere to me develop one well. That's scary. You can make the argument. You go through your notes. You know, to make argument. They say young government, they come, and the most ridiculous thing is they come with this substandard. Will create narratives. Toilets, CE blocks. That's not building a nation. That's handling a major cancerous situation in isolation.
Okay.
You don't solve a problem like that. You go to the root cause. Everything all the governments have ever dealt with or made an attempt to fix in Ghana has been from a symptomatic point. The symptoms of the problem. What is the real problem? The real problem, I think the fix. They come and they clown around, and I take it very personally because people have died, people have lost their lives, people have lost their bearings, people have lost hope. Say suicide in teenage, one can. And that's a huge indicator, says something is seriously wrong. The number of people that commit suicide, mofra, because they don't see hope. Now, hopelessness is a big thing. And this has given rise to churches taking advantage of the people, because when people are hopeless, there has to be somebody to come in and say, you know what, it's okay. It will be okay. Not churches not take advantage. Right or right? Tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
Of course. Of course. Now, in the country, functions, systems, and expectation, religion plays almost a minuscule function. Say, per se, a relationship with your maker, yes, but people don't depend on religion for survival because they're hopeless.
That's true.
Okay, so what kind of nation is that? You call this a nation? Democracy, what is a democracy? 4 years now, you go to the poll. No, it's not an indication of democracy. It's an assertion of failure. Every 4 years, we confirm, say, hey, guys, pay attention. We failed again. We're going to fail you again. And that's what's going on. What kind of nonsense is this? This is a circus. Because we have continually voted for clowns. Clowns. Tell me if I'm wrong. We voted for clowns.
How so? How do you mean that we voted for clowns?
Give me the results. Go ahead.
I think they are strong words.
Give me the results. Give me the results.
Yeah,
Write
because,
it down.
I mean, okay, so if we the MPP aban we cry na as in Sudia. I mean, they make the case that
They made the case. Do you feel it in your life? And I make
yes, free SHS has been instituted. Even though yes, bottlenecks were horny at the idea, and you don't believe that? Agenda 111 is ongoing.
Come on, 1 district, 1 factory.
Guys, don't hurt your viewers, man.
No, so we are not hurting our viewers. And some are also 67 years ago, we've just been mismanaging this country and government in, government out. We are not really positioning this country at where it's supposed to be. But we have these same successive governments, they still parade themselves and tell us Ghanaians who will be voting on the 7th of December, say, you see, like my brother is saying, also why free SHS, why you say. Obviously, we will get to what you want to do for Ghanaians. But before we get there, we need to talk about what they have done. Because you have condemned all of them, like zero.
Well, okay, so let's put it in right perspective. We a patient now to hospital. Now a group of doctors assemble around you. Now their job is one thing. You came in with trauma. Then they one major objective. One major objective is to save a life.
To save your life, yeah.
Exactly. So patient dies. You want credit for anesthesiologist. You want credit for triaging. You want credit for the sores that were created, the wounds that were healed and sealed. You want credit for that? The patient died.
Bottom line.
That's the way you look at it. See, if the way you look at things from a leadership is an absolute phenomenon. Leadership is an absolute phenomenon. If you don't go into the box with this thinking, you never get anything done. Oh, well, Kofi, mo de papa bo jenuma jebru no shewe aduan shewe obi antumi. You want credit for effort? No, not in my world. You don't get credit for effort. You get credit for results, specific results. That's how you have to think. Intin yeri feel Ghana no. Because Black Stars, oh boys, no one more boy. Did they come home with a trophy? One more boy, you Kofi. One more, get out of here. Chese, massa. Not unless we start looking at things from that. Oh, the BIA will bet party failure. Yeri BB. Kofi Tobwasi, America take it 200 and years. Ghana no. Montomboason say yeah do ha yeah hey.
We appreciate failure.
Oh my gosh. Hey ready.
Jehomie.
It was a gun and some a mouth. Just say
no wako kolebu na saying wako kolebu da.
Yeah.
Kolebu is a standing morgue. The whole Kolebuya morgue. Konakohe.
Teaching hospital.
Oh my. Daddy.
Kolebu teaching hospital.
Ochira then.
Dear, that's no.
Yeah, but Kofi, the question for me who say we are very passionate about. Oh my, you want to see things happen.
Because it's so simple to get it done.
You think so?
When we get you there.
You think it's so simple to get it done?
Okay, so let's start. How much gold? Last year. Gold was the biggest export. Matter of fact, we had a trade surplus, which from what desk you would say it's a positive. We had a trade surplus. We had a trade surplus of 5.3, 5.7 billion cedis.
Yeah.
Okay. So in all accounts, it looks positive. But say would the gold kujen torwa nintos nimekwa unim nyansa.
Okay, so last year gold was 84.4 billion Ghana cedis.
Ne imported into Nigerian Burkina. That's surplus, no?
Yeah.
And you got a surplus. It's like you have your prize daughter. For 21 years, will begin our we'll say, okay, wait a minute. Ubano weighs 150 pounds. So we'll take your 150 pounds, and give you 100-pound sack of cola nuts. You made a surplus. Because your daughter was 150 pounds in weight, we gave you 100 pounds of cola nuts until you made up on us. Does that make sense? You exchange your daughter for a sack of cola nuts, and you think you made a surplus because you gain on the people.
Wow.
You export your gold. For Ntorwa, what do you mean friend Ntorwa?
Oh yeah, Ntorwa.
Oh yeah, Ntorwa.
Gardenex.
Yeah, the one piece here.
Very good.
Yeah.
Inti ko Burkina esoro here. A bullet train anka in an hour, which me fear ko Accra to Burkina border. So
yeah.
So this should bother everybody. Say, won't for gold in Kujen Torwa Nintus. Now, who say 84 billion?
Yeah, 84.4 billion. Okay. Minerals, fuels, and oils, 44.6 billion.
Okay. What the Chang Hokra, what the Chang Crow? That's an radiation. Minerals, refined fuels,
Yeah.
It made about a quarter of young exports. Okay. Because 80% of young exports now into gold, oil, cocoa.
Yeah.
So fuels na and I say what they mo. Oton mo bi. Oton mo no 10 cedis mo bi. Na oba no beton jollof ma 10 cedis. Who's made more money? Who's made more money? Do you know? You can't tell. Oton mo 10 cedis man.
Raw emo.
Ono buy no uncooked. Ono buy wa beton jollof amount 10 cedis. Who made more money?
Wow.
You can't really tell when I say that, but the trick I'm making is say, matter of fact, no jollof no beton no, or ton no 9 cedis ne mao. Until who made more money?
Yeah, you.
That's what you think. So, and so what 1 pound of rice ne mano. Only the 15 ounces of rice now the year jollof.
Exactly.
In 15 ounces no obetumi make 100 times more of 9 cedis now, which will be 90 cedis.
Yeah.
They made more than 10-15 times more than you. Because we talk more raw man.
Yeah.
The point I'm making is say we don't add value.
Right.
Young exports, exported petrol, chemicals, any crude oil, yes, I imported.
Yeah.
Everybody back and not so.
Yeah. Like we do to the cocoa.
Everybody back and not so. Everybody back, because one add value into what charge you invest 5 to 10 times. And so you feel say, oh, yeah, the oil coin or the oil back. Yeah, the nyansa for oil and no in some. What kind of trade is that? Why did it go? I didn't yam added value and you suha.
Exactly.
Near the quad bruchi say about $1 for dollar and poor. I think necessarily chia transportation. What do you vessels? So carting, what carts and what they're bringing. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So this is the problem we have. Into our numbers, it is so deceptive because it gives an overall picture. Be say, oh Ghana, you're queening you were surpluses. Say you exports. Come on.
In real terms,
Failure, major.
I see.
Now make an analysis.
Exactly.
We don't add value to anything. Oh, now back to the question. Say free SHS and now be some with gold. Okay, so gold. Between gold and the oil in Kwano was 14.7. Well, between gold and oil and coin was $12 billion. Right?
Yeah.
12 billion. Okay. $12 billion. Yeah, are they value at a factor of 10 per anke? 10 times 12, yeah.
So 120.
120 billion.
Yeah.
Burj Khalifa, tallest building in the world with Dubai. How much does it cost to build? 1.5 billion. If you have 120 billion, how many Burj Khalifas can you build in Ghana in 4 to 6 years?
That's a lot.
So do you think that
considering say labor cost Ghana is cheapest in Dubai?
Right.
Yeah.
In the
So I just want to prove the point to you say it's got nothing to do with money. We have a gigantic amount of money. The problem is we don't have thinkers
to utilize these funds.
Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, tisikaso so comedy. There be uti sikaswa or common bed deal. Who create yansan or common new. And that's what impenyufuni nim.
But that's what Kofi Koranteng has.
It's obvious. It's glaringly obvious. Because me enye nyansa na me wo. I have common sense. Na me can then na maka wa ha no ma when me nya adwene.
Thanks.
It makes a lot. I mean, it makes a lot of sense.
But Kofi, unim say in some ya working. We've had a man penny and a chrome hand penny for. Omadi nkomo be with this common sense here you can want say me. But akunya ne beto mo the directives change.
Now let me tell you the secret. Ebusuafumunti asema making. How you get your presidency is everything.
Okay.
How so?
How so? Ne say power no fi in a buy. Sika na what the year election no wakofa fi he. Hina ne ma won sika no what the win power.
I mean, people will invest in them obviously as a political party.
Inti nia o ma usika na udi nya tumi no ono na wudi akuwa na obetena wo konso na okakire o se onyansafo na nka wo ne kwahye finance na enfo no na emomfo obi foforo if you say that's what works for me narrative. Na me kan what you say. Enunti na Akufo-Addo ankasa no eye no wonwa say why the grand master of a failed government. Ono ankasa no onim say we fail.
Yeah, he
but
said it.
Good. Who did this all option? Then you know, enya wonwa say na de na Akufo-Addo nye say. Ade na Akufo-Addo nye say. Time do nurse so oyi ministers be few or reshuffle ontumi nye enya monwa. Monwa.
Never. For me,
Enya
because I you said you're working the architecture of the political funding. You said
just okay, so you side with me, but because who you on the know but obia no this is not a Akufo-Addo any man no attorney general no
human rights lawyer.
What you say?
And it's in town. People say this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, how you pick your president is what determines the presidency. Sika or the D power ne sanya you the D power no. And no who sansu ni na yehui. And no for 67. And Krofubiti baby I wonder what year permutations was okay. 2024. Kofi Koranteng okay. Kofi Koranteng betumi the presidency. Baumia betumi the presidency. Mahama betumi the presidency. Cheddar betumi the presidency. Alan Chemantin be the presidency. Hina na yemfa sika man. Na won hwe won esese wodi sika man. What boss Kofi Koranteng beje sika. Na fa your presidency. Kofi Koranteng say oh me de me pesika bia. Kofi Koranteng unim nyansa gina nchen. Na won a beje sika no wo de ama wo. Na wo de no aye campaign. Wo gina car so no wo to sika gu. What watch a fridge. Watch a flat screen TVs. Now one branded one pickups are what them chrome constituency be away being near be sa Ghana for the akwe de sikaba governor wo na obedi nyame ya mawo sikawura yebeto amawo wa na okọ
and then you are in touch with the grounds, but we are who do common fan.
Of course.
And common cost for grounds one.
Me say yebeto amawo one the kind one samrane sa because when who say we a showman.
Yes.
Onim say ne dripper or yari or could do hospital what be one or no now dia man or dia to meet by ni cocoa no man. Danny bedu when you accident what need do hospital was a dextrose water be ni ho will be woo out of dehydration.
There's a fundamental problem.
Intino Sanya obia reba no say to waba mama na member be president me fix so problem na bisani say sika wodre ye wo campaign wunya we electoral commission be says sa question bisa electoral commission last time or year assessment on nkrofo assets before our
onye
bisa say adenti no onye
because the party
was a problem
yeah
an audited account to them.
But they say no, you nyini I mean, some years back, you used to bend one matches and
Maggie.
Exactly, and they cars and they said they now came fridge in here. Now we are soaked into it,
sir.
And I say me who cheddar now a general chiche and near money idea and yeah, going to December no, we'll see more than that. Is it Kofi? A Diana maybe a tea because if we don't stop that. It will still be like that.
Sanity.
It's a bema said maybe a war was any swadi who to shape Ghana no. Meaning financial status. Ebi ana man for super some what chidom. Ebi a one penny, but in Kaunsun ye here.
Now there's a difference. Se wo bra kwaku Dr. Kofi mo banam se Kofi the 100 cedis me de be mo amount. Meto t-shirts amount. Kofi bia make bia me use I did out there and so many be mount. Now we use what you say? Na say we ye sa niama na you are fighting for your own freedom. Freedom is not free. Now we now fight for freedom or won't pay bibia in return. But obia oye investor. Or ye an interest group or te honoma or ye calculation say mema Dr. Kofi sika no obeye president or we near concessions are ewo asin na mrijeni na media to bauxite media to gold media to send or no ne red flag
yes there's a chiro masasho machi
sanity Inti obia bi say na Kofi Koranteng make around the country obia bi say Kofi wasama okay and then ya dey na den na opanyin bia ba said the West is who controls them na maka chon say na obi say na ba bi onya ni sika fia na me ba yi mu say Kofi wunche sika wo say mi nche sika mi nya che sika na pen makoy MPP NDC me mpese me yesa anti me nso me nche sika me nso na me ho ye hi because me nche sika Kofi honorable yet was here pa na anka obedi na honorable
it has become norm
just say anything so beka because when you say America no kwai no so honorable boys no me dey me judi na mom boys no say anka ba ye na anka why ye show kakra un say you see so for me dey let me see me yi sika na ma na me di ye show a wo be yare a wo be do hospital wo be wu inti me yi sika na ma me yi sika na ma me yi ma na bre so you me te wase na wate ase
but Kofi, don't you also think Kromha illiteracy plays a major role?
It plays a role and play a major role.
Okay.
Because the person who creates the narrative for the illiterate to buy into the conscious few. Mona mu creates narrative.
Yeah.
And yet ignoramus no. Muna mu create narrative. Yen nom you create narrative.
Right.
Because now we are no the set standard. When I ukra phone, when I watch for fair, when I why fair, obi onu ni bi no hwe no say, hey, Dr. Kofi so ne dress in hotel. Ah, minya anka na Dr. Kofi.
Ne dress in the hotel pa nya.
Everybody aspires to be like you, to be like you. Inti eno na set standard ma won. It's an image that they aspire to be. Inti the conscious few in a set standard, and yet the ignorant, the ignorance in the society they follow.
Yeah.
But the stage has to be set for them to follow. An agenda has to be put forth for them to follow.
Sure.
Inti the bigger task, ye on young no ma ye conscious.
Exactly.
Young so ye set conscious. We are now. We take a back seat. Now this thing rolls into its formation. Oftentimes a disaster.
Do you have a problem with the Constitution of the Republic?
I have a problem. I don't have any problem with
Because
the Constitution. Yes, Constitution.
Because I read somewhere say you're talking about an overhaul of the Constitution of the Republic.
And overhaul, we're going to change the Constitution. Because the protective document it protects criminals.
Exactly.
And it protects one. Anything one person will change. Mahama ba, we're going to review. How many times you go through a review before you get it done? If the Constitution doesn't need a review, we know exactly what is wrong with the Constitution. We need to throw it out, bring in a new document.
Recently, there was a committee formed, Madam Clara Kasati committee, which involved renowned individuals, distinguished individuals, Yoni Kolende Munim Peniphobia war also. Edibai say, Omoma dream recommendations, very profound recommendations. Omofio say the MPs, members of parliament, we should cap it henceforth to 277.
Doesn't make sense.
Okay. Ministers of state, 25, no deputy ministers. In fact, the president is recommended to pay taxes near the day. What's your pick on that? What's your take?
Weak. Oh, you listen.
These recommendations are weak.
275 parliamentarians, you had 20.
Why?
Why shouldn't we?
So we're listening.
Okay. Yeah. 3 will be offering to say mega threesome.
Okay.
Mega threesome. No, 1, change the constitution. 2, eradicate corruption. 3, institute a national development plan for the next 50 years in 4-year increments. So, okay. Into threesome, nini. Top 5, reduce government by 70%, make it more efficient, effective, functional. So what I say?
Yeah.
And agriculture, invest $10 billion into agriculture for the next 10 years and make Ghana the agricultural hub of the world. And invest into drone-controlled mechanized farming. Anyway, into any top 5, but top 3 I'm them out. Now, I don't necessarily say parliamentarians from 275 to 20. OBS Kofi, that's impossible. Let me make it very simple, very easy for you to know, definitively say, wow, it's so possible. Okay. Then yenim say yehia wa Ghana. Bibia yenim uko Eastern region, uko every town now. You take a look around 360 and it tells you say we hear kwang, we hear say, right or right?
Exactly.
Good. Now, AI, artificial general intelligence, say every town biano with census pretty much every region biano yenim nipa 1,000, 1 year olds here 1,000, 2 year olds here 2,000, 3 year olds here 3,000. Yenim demographics with every region, right? With a simple artificial intelligence program. Say what demographic mix na these are the ideal niyama wuhiyama. Intimate question to you, say rep na or constituency na or represent constituents or they a one semba no be catch parliament for approval you legislation ne ho fasto ne den ne primary mandate ye den
so MP do shemra but MP basically the role of play so be shemra
very good or shemra any ding view or represent ne constituents through ne constituent engagement sanya many na no and until 20 by the way but sanya many na no into Erica said say ye nim say nipa with the demographic mix say here sanya me we here hospital we here schools we here parks we here football fields we here entertainment centers what between we here bibia we here centers are ebe ma daycare centers for the one elderly sickly one disabled one mofra sanya many na yenim did out because of demographics intina parliamentarian home facility we could build a model regional bibia wom parliamentarian home facility the idea of a parliamentarian say obey liaison between the constituent and government na bibia won wo hian ode beba na obe pedal obe make case says anima ni here saniama no through a national third mega no sauté a national development plan for the next 50 years in 4-year increments right through a national development plan saniama ni na ya the down a national development plan inti MP no home faso no be inti wouldn't it make sense now to take sikana yedi chia MP no any bonuses no say yede be kwa kwhye development move for the people saying say wo MPs are one nam kruma we have more MPs than the people bebre won hu ni faso bia won hu ni faso 20 you have
that is debatable
and yet really, debatable
very very debatable because you see this issue about say cape parliamentarians no to 20 first of all yantia says like you said if your issue is that you're going to deal holistically with the constitution of Ghana now, then that is where we're going to start the whole the whole deal would have to start from. Now getting people to even understand and then buy into your idea to be able to have a referendum to change some of these entrenched positions in the constitution is another thing you would have to. That's what I'm saying, say this whole conversation
but let me tell you how simple this is going to be. Wo ba ben na wo fiase ye niema major bi na nkrofu hu say Accra Kumasi for a million years ye ntumi nya Accra Kumasi on land. Palm Jumeirah Island with Dubai in the middle of the sea where see an island with 70,000 tons of rocks in less than 6 years. In less than 6 years. And if you go take a look at it, it will blow your mind. Land, form, rocks. Yentumi fa Birumen Nguso in sea Accra to Kumasi. 32 years and further. Now, Baba Kachim say, Kofi, this is this is debatable. Yeah, of course it's debatable because to me 32 years, it should take you 6 months to create. It is a member now in the first year of your administration, yeah, Accra Burkina 6 lane. I make answer my OBJD. That's all I have to do. Inti till set me ba na me near me bi na nko over say hey akwa your asem no I tumi aye no me present it what the next referendum should be over say no this is debatable yeah mpene so monye but me tumi ba na niam me ken na me tumi ye what say yeah ma Kofi nye nonsense Ghana no nye Ghana to say the Dubai of Africa
but you say obeba
me tell you say me ba me pet na hia na e wo ho Mahama Baumia Chairman-Ting they don't have credibility. Oh, I think they are listen to me. 2024 election is about two things. Character, economy. One train on two of Sanya men when filled it out. Catch me say me boa. Do they have character? Obi di atoro chirewa or character? And now one kasa me a you of suspicious of one kasa. Me say, catch me. Obi di atoro chirewa or character na. Answer it.
One di atoro.
President Mahama ni atoro. Baumia ni atoro.
Yentimi nka na sa atrasa nti ye wose ye ka nsem a.
But this is the problem. Because you're truthful as a people.
No, so you see, we say odi atro. Enti atro ko na wadi no. E wose ye di ho komo.
Okay. And you no beka say okay. And you no beka say he will never go to the IMF. And I want can.
Any MPP Baumia.
And I'm making
okay, yeah.
Baumia one can no.
Right, yeah, okay.
Okay. But and yet Mahama no bet jina simpi so kesi. Oh, politics wo ya esi di atro.
Oh, okay, sir.
Oh,
and I won't fair. It's allowed to infer, but
there be and yet if this is not inference. Missy Mahama be jina simpi so kesi. Politics the ye di atro film, we di atro kakra no aka no kakra.
Are you looking at context?
Oh, see, this is where the process gets ridiculous. Oh, you're a lawyer. Oh, there be who go school for law kakra.
Me want to team.
Abusiafo enum was say cool. Lawyer for one Bogana form single because Bibia no.
We just said that legal fraternity will be happy with you this morning.
Me say one man when you're happy because what na mo hu na ekoso ye. Legal fraternity mo hu na ekoso.
E dey na ekoso.
Inti oman no say na say atete apansa me e mo fe. You accept status of Ghana CC.
Who din komo?
Oh, e bis na komo na de won kan bi. Say me no na edi. Inti na me say Ghana say na
it's your day.
Mimi day. Lawyer for one more Ghana firm. Because let me tell you the difference. A lawyer is only concerned with process. What be fact the other part and you're not way. Nisiko we are discussion passing nature. Oh, Uncle Nico Jina Court.
The first original court in just say we di
Intisikan hin fi buy. Say be among the more kodan do for more manufacture scafi. Yesu Christo mon kwa no nim no atu ska gumoso mwanya bi abroso na mo de bi ahye mon pass ya da so matches is in
Kofi in some okay if tomorrow obeye mampanyi wo krom ha na nsem a okay no ebi a materialize na edania should we call you a liar?
Absolutely.
Can Ghanaians trust you?
Absolutely, because na me kani na wonim say yenye obi a oye to ne word a obetumi aye
but na make say on the parliament na akonwa ne so no nkomo ya wudi ebi mo di nkomo a che say
na America chiro say distinction a woman say baby onya ni sika fi na determine how or rule or govern or lead min ko je sika fi obi a we ana wo man sika bi debi ebia bra kwa man sika into your return say oba be ma obeje concessions
aprobo na wo bodo I mean you say we ase ayedin wo bono say
moi mo sopi ya mo de mamia here de kwani
Mr. Kofi Koranteng
lawyer
yes
let me tell you how powerful that is.
Okay.
How powerful that is and say when you buy into an ownership position, say you are fighting for your freedom, you are different.
Okay.
So, and no, me message and say me to me the MPP and NDC in Koko because of one firepower. What I say? Once you can mean baby when you feel what me to fridge.
And I said they will give you up that door. As a fight, you know, as a
oh, they be American say me to me the one Koko. Say yeah, this sika. What this sika could be so baby team because what was sika?
Okay.
When this can watch SUVs nominee ade, and I wouldn't watch it. We a lawyer. Say a bibia me na one fine chef. Me na make a lawyer ni. What you say? It's in American culture on say on the grounds of sika, ni sika chen. They mean to me no one fight. But in telling the truth to Ghana, for say Ebeka won come say we want to build a nation. Ye must say ye ba be legalize Okada. Won fe fuko moon, the darker side of the moon. Yet the most sophisticated gene therapies with microbiome no ye niama.
So it means that you disagree vehemently with John Mahama on that score.
I disagree with all of them. because bibia waye no enye pro development of a nation.
Me, I'm even talking about the Okada thing you brought up.
I didn't think necessarily we legalize Okada. Didn't think necessarily nipa young boy a was sinebraso. Oka Okada.
But that's the reality. Okada has
you see, this is the weakness of your mind in accepting it's a real. Ko Dubai na ko he, ko Singapore ko he, ko China ko he.
Okada coming here.
Ko Qatar ko he. Go and look at the lifestyle. I mean, what do ko Shanghai, ko Japan, ko Germany.
This is Ghana.
What can motor? What penalty can motor out of leisure? One can motor say what the copisca no being room to now wechi. Nanti Okada abaya means of transportation wahan. They say you need mass transit system. Incidentally, we need mass transit system, and you can't even begin to think of a 24-hour economy. But free 24-hour economy. How do you start a 24-hour economy without connectivity? Catch them. How do you do commerce without connectivity? We need transportation. We need telecommunication. How do you do 24-hour economy? Yebeye wachi. Obi se wobe so on nadia no dufa. Obi se wobe yezu.
No. I said, you want to trigger some of the issues.
Okay, into catch them. Then the 24-hour economy.
Well, it's not for me to speak to it. The NDC,
it's for me to tell you, say it doesn't make sense because a government cannot legislate.
Yeah, but NDC at the Ayalolo by the transit system you are talking about, and it made a lot of inputs.
Hey, Juma, wako 1 yard order.
Yeah, I mean, in recent times, there are a lot of break it down.
Then they break it down. How do you bring a system without a maintenance program?
Maybe we can take on the current administration because we can. Say,
what would they ban on? What talk what service package count? And yansafu biya sa no ye ne bibia woto ye machinery biya wonim say there without a doubt depreciation beba and it runs into cost inti obia woto machinery say nye adwuma no e say woto service package count service package and any maintenance then na we Ghana ha one year maintenance package catch it Ayalolo buses here okay good idea what the buy to say free SHS here okay what the service package can one. Correct how many buses I say STC ko 1 yard muna correct. Inti onyansafo ben no yard sa. What top would the omansika akoto buses 100 200 one year service package anka ho. What dwene na hene wo. Consultations ben na course now the kuje sa contract. Eno na meka no. Meka Kofi we ye bribi woto ayalo ni na asay. It couldn't have been a mass transit system. Obi na asem say 2 lanes. Where you say obey a high occupancy vehicle lane. To me need 2 lanes. Now we need a specified lane in my bus. Because 2 lanes
But yeah.
Say no just say we answer. Because 2 lanes are one designated one for bus.
But that's not how you create.
And I because in Yansen nim who was 6 lanes. Oh, Yansen nim media and can't let one union quit. The BI and union quit is your results. Not to see any answer.
Kofi, it is here no new vision movements.
As na meka na nyane de nti bra kwaku bra kwaku na meka na nyane
say if I is me person the messages for right to is me person ya do suko ekọ eye wani suade hunu they say ni ya twetwe eye political parties no srani abasa kakra ye nkọ wani suade hunu what you have for Ghanaians the opposite Ghana for et wase ade
Ghana for
baby I say enye se me enye me de
say nyɛ the still but anyway anyway Ghana for near Kofi Koranteng and a new vision movement for yeder bram say edubria say yedna yer bre me fi ha me could digobe kan na me digobe 15 cedis say 25 cedis hey so me ni nipa kra nso san nam ka ho nti na je say me ho be kire me na 30 cedis echi enye easy o nti say wo digobe kra na ye 20 cedis kra mpo for 30 days and 600 cities. The average person in Ghana, what you are kai. Wokupeko fie. Wobefa car by Juma. I na wobetumi a live on. Now, building a nation are very specific. They need components of building a nation. Components of building a nation. Number one, housing. Young housing situation today.
Yeah.
So when ya baby and fauti anto anna, I'm sorry and worry, Miss Ryan pay me worry in cinema and pay last uncofu p. And so me worry the barrels you worry tank sa. But I mean, just say you live a substandard life, my barrels any polytank. Abeye a commodity a necessity in wuri wodanga obiafi generators ni ade obroni ye generators inti yen substandard thinking na across a market for abrofo na one generators abrochi when you sub generator. I hardly ever see generators for abrochi. Me cover bia abrochi inti one create market for Ghana for because of young substandardness. When you sika tem because you nwene mpanyifo e won wi wo koye less say wo pese wo sidang building materials na bra bacho wo polytank bra polytank which is one pekra what the ratio
we are sick as a country.
Polytank
we need infusion.
Me see as I say mumma and I make say listen me thinking is so different because of places am I ejuma and kofo am no wan ejuma ne me to kwan doc me to kwan extensively around the world.
Exactly.
Because now I really needed say menya ayi with myself say ne arokwa akoye aye feasible aye doable. Now where started with him Inti, I went around the world. Now many developers, ne planners, atenase to say na many muti. The most sophisticated economies. Inti bibia mekana a pure fact. And I know what I'm talking about. Listen, offer all the candidates who represent who for presidents now. Kofi, you arrogant. Don't worry. Nobody comes close to Kofi Koranteng. Nobody comes
another initiative
for because any cost effective. High occupancy vehicle, you bet me the rail. Listen, Oko China, the American chief I went on a train, Oko 350, 400 kilometers per hour. So we designated rail from Tema Port to Kumasi, now to Norfa. In less than an hour and a half, 45 minutes, Ube meet the farthest end of Ghana with rail. I didn't say, if Galamsey are destroyed,
yes, you are.
Yes, you are. Can you imagine what creating a sea would do to young ecology? In Chabwa, we might have friend in Chabwa.
Yeah.
In Krante.
Yeah.
And in Noah. And in Noma. And in the lifestyle. Be to say we'll create. Sa for now what the Kukumasi. Tiara na yanya kwang. 10 lanes. Na yanya 2 designated lanes are a day a tractor trailers a container and no one as a designated lane.
Yeah.
You know how simple that is? You could do that in 1 year. It will cost you a fraction. You reinvest into other things. Say beauty near per se, you commercial for pep poor. Yeah, expand with some trade. You see real estate one. Then you fit to send 1 year with Dubai and all the other places.
So you're not really okay with that viewpoint.
The Americans say the first thing, me background in engineering.
Okay.
When you present me with a problem, the first question I ask you is feasibility plus. Is there any other way are you able to accomplish now the for less, for less destruction, for what you say, cost benefit analysis? No, we hear from the back. which other way can we do this? Into me mind as an engineer, no.
I feel say they really no be but about we it to an more real so and yet recently I see we could see real line as well.
But
that is what the report I mean and the ministry also wrote
first test run. Train no let me I'm saying 1,000 miles per hour. Bullet train, one car pay, test run, one car. Now, na kick. They say, make
you don't believe that?
Who? What installing new tracks? And our old tracks now.
Or new, it be a new. Be a new.
Oh wow, until that is a being new. Now, what they China built 40,000 kilometers of new bullet train tracks in less than 8 years. More than half Yang whole road network of 78,000. China built it in bullet trains in less than 8 years. Say if you were to give them the same task, I'm sure they would do it in less time.
Yeah.
And until I may critical about 24-hour economy say it doesn't make any kind of sense. And the reason is because if you have nanotechnology, you have artificial general intelligence, you have Internet of Things, you have quantum computing, all these technologies now, it should cause you to do things in less time and more efficient. Intina Kofi Koranteng I'll do a 6-hour economy in Ghana.
6-hour economy.
Not 24 hours.
That was
6-hour economy because every 2 hours will represent 8 hours.
Kofi.
Because of efficiency. When you have technologies that you do more in less, Elon Musk have built a whole computer innovated a factory or China. Nipa baku kure niho. A robot in Kwana.
Kofi, my other first one friend because if you send messages where I say, "Oh, kasaye pa, amo ko kasaye." Now, amo person mo bisa questions. Since ebusia message, you know.
But me say me to movie.
Yate 0302771593. And now for so WhatsApp numbers near 0531971628. And now face so the 020-211-5445. Always be the messages, you know. And the numbers on that screen. So with my friend on Kofi Koranteng, so actually come on, we'll be standing some. Or I hear I
mean, there's a lot of loads of them. Raymond Nassam also please tell Kofi that delivery work is going on with Moto in Kuwait, and they are ending something. Ending something for their lives. And also yeah, someone Raymond said Bimpe or Ghana, we have a long way to go because of these two parties, NDC and MPP. Hello, good morning.
Morning.
Pacho Bodini, baby or Casefu. Yo,
I would say Ghana na you I say you need for new memo by only the poor memo. Go for a crazy account of Papa Ninashi. You could pick an possible. I easy qua. Obia only in the end of the can, but Obia on your American in the India. I possible. You can easy for Ghana to get to that point. Jessica, a man before no more. Jessica, we can develop Ghana, let's make develop Ghana come to get it. Again, because I'm coming here. Yes, I'm coming here. Shenyama Kromaya, not to Kawaya.
All right. Okay.
Oh, Mumaya, if you two know, oh, here, future, so here, gain your bedding in the China, then you didn't be here. Say, oh, my young queen, what did you get for a million first than in the year? Never boy.
Okay, right.
Very sure why.
Yes, sir.
Right. Grace is so the about Ghanaians. Listen to this man before we make another costly mistake.
I like how Mr. Koranteng is being blunt, but I wish we okay. So you be phone lines, no. Over to me, Afre. Now, the question or Abba.
All right. Good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, boss.
Pacho Bodini will be your free.
Yeah, this is fair, but for the sake of what I'm doing, I am Wood.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm back on the line.
All
yes,
right.
Boss.
I am Wood. All right.
So, yeah. He's been blunt, and I like that Mr. Koranteng is being blunt. I like it, but I feel like some of his comments were a bit harsh. Because I don't know if he has ever voted in Ghana, but then he's saying we voted for clowns. What options were there? Secondly, he's saying he renounced his citizenship to come back and help the youth.
Yeah.
Yes, I also he renounced his citizenship because because of his ambition. He has lived all his life out there. When you I feel no back. Me, I also renounced my citizenship, not for political ambition, but for also a very, I'd say for love. So to me, renouncing citizenship is not a big deal. So the old say my in two coin. The youth, I feel na youth na so starting. But my son say, where you the old views? Like I just Googled and I never knew him. I never heard anything about him.
Oh, okay.
But watching you right now, I just was a simple Google. All about him is US. Then I heard about the Europa bill I know about. I feel like when you have something for the youth or you have something for the nation, don't even venture politics. Do what you can. They say, shine the corner that you are. What have you done in your corner that we can look on? Because if you're saying we've been voting for clowns, and for me, I'm also an IT person. I have an IT background. I know nothing about you. It was just right now that I heard about you. How can I come and trust you? All the ideas or the stuff that you're talking about, yes, is doable, but America was not in 67 years. America has been there for over 200 years.
All right.
We also have to start from somewhere.
Okay.
The ideas that he is putting out there is doable, but it's not as easy as we think to say.
All right.
Let's be real with ourselves.
Okay.
Even me, my simple way say, yes, Ghana, there are some areas here in Accra, in you hate you pipe on water.
All right.
But you found a telecommunication as Blue was able to lay pipe all over Ghana. So me as a layman idea, if me connected pipe, and now those pipes maybe to set the glue here and call those community areas. But he being engineering can tell that what they're saying. But that was even me as a layman.
All right.
So if he has anything, sure, boss.
Yeah, that's it. Obisum Rebina Omechena. Baba Rufai or say Kofi, what credibility do you have? Onosona Sema or the Abanomo. Grace Seth Bimpe or say, are NDC and MPP leaders happy how Ghana is today? No. We used to say vote Kofi Koranteng 2024. All right, good morning. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
But your body baby or case free. Yo, senior yet you why? Yo, it has it. All right.
Now, this is 6 hours economy. And it's ready, sir.
Okay. All right. Obechim, why? Obechim, yeah. We also the about or say for over 32 years, Ghanaians have become football in the hands of NDP and NDC. We keep kicking the ball to each other. Good morning.
Good morning.
Pacho Bodini baby or Kasi free.
Yeah,
Pacho low TV ni my why? And now who free TV ni ho? Say the baby bit me te uncommon why? Wada Roma.
Pacho
It's pa afi muda ho yanko.
Pacho opening wakasa bible. Ni opening na asayuti ujrenchina utina okana. Wonseni na etwasun. Ba asana ubisani se sana oba openifonu ka umuka bibre bo bala ni so mba so anu musano ohono nani yene emba ni yemomi antini pesa mi bisani se ya oka wewe eko we kumasi na 26 hours economy na dadini onu oba na obetima gyina ina so aye ne pepese na okana na say ye youth na eba no obedwe youth ni daaki ho ana say na okana na say na onu so no say na ya no kan omu so ba onu so be any different.
Okay, all right.
And secondary asema ba kwa mpese me defend ni say sisi ya ye wo gana ha mimi wo tema itini meka tema asem uba tema ha sisi ya no thank you yes well people companies be baku be three ha aka a good development say be obo youth but yes say obo youth na say oba be stand dia ko ni group.
Okay,
because sisi ya no o hwe ejuma Sensidia Bawo. Hello.
Yeah, it's you.
Usha Sensidia Jumano or Yahan, you see man. Or you see a more than ya. Could you imagine certain for the whole day? We no market 19 cities. I know baby. I know the Bermond family. It is because of that, in 19 cities, the Burma for 8 hours. Or best for so, my Juma for 24 hours. Throughout the week, 7 days, we Juma, Juma 1 day, you attack. What problem?
All right.
And now, can you follow to me, power, but this canon of Moody? No, to me, come to me, can be my youth. But you want to hear, no, because I'm not to me, but she said, you want to hear,
yeah, all right, okay. And
so no Sudan now
okay. All right. Yeah, also Fred na yemfa last two nka ho na yemfa dwumadi ni si. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello. Good morning. Pacho bodi ni baby o kase free.
Ya fame abushado from kase fi suhun akrabo.
Ya bro say
Abushado from.
Yeah, take some credit. Pacho ko WhatsApp so why?
Yo baba mo ayi ko ni ma pa o je be bo man Ghana. No kura samona say Ghana no ho. Say ye ni Nyankopon kwa bata so we so ana say Ghana so mi bisu ni anti yi adwen a o bebregu. Enti o sa adwen na ekenji ni say.
Okay.
Na yonku say o mane dia wo ye say o mane we ba ba kana de do ba kana ko nyano so na ma de na kenyi enti ni say ye di Nyankopon kwa ba na ko nya we so aye kenji ya adwen a o mane say ya ne be ye say ya ne be ye baba wo nya ta ko yiwa anya duma.
All right. Yo, yeah, that's it. Yemfa offer for last one yemhwade yembra back to Mr. Kofi Koranteng on fa nsem and fengu form. All right, good morning.
Hello,
good morning.
good morning, boss.
Pacho bodi ni baby o kase free.
But I'm a kase free tema.
All right. Yeah, ko wasem so.
But the heavy Diana, the Katafa program now.
Yo, yeah, koso why? Na cho who free TV ni ho ana lo anomai why?
But don't tell you.
Yeah, you.
But so any Diana, the old minister. Man, be the car saying we do America for almost 30 years, almost 30 years. But we have what it takes. Say, make my Ghana give. What's that, man?
Yeah.
We have the whole Yama Yawo, Shakuku Yawo, Diamond Yawo, Shabuda Yawo, Yama Yawo. You make my Yama Chinti. The Jumana no so Jumano to omu ye Jumao but Katano to ye and to then Oya found one mile.
Okay. All right.
You I was saying na Jimbo. Na ye do Ghana gi. Na do Ghana here. I bet Bobia.
All right.
With that matter.
Yo. All right. Yo. Yemfa last one. Right. Okay. yeah, okay, all right. And you know,
boss now no hire. I'm follow program.
Mr. Kofi Koranteng,
So I have a message here. I mean, I'll say, if Mr. Koranteng, if you believe in this country as you say, why do you leave your family back in a country you renounced your citizenship? I say he has not lived in this country well and enough in the past 20 years to understand our plight. You know.
All right. Here I'm starts because more famra, more questions.
You
okay. Opinion obisa me sir. First of all, no. Wo omanga bibia ye juma wom. Meba hey, cost of living wo Ghana na it's unbelievable. Inti senya manko je busia wo baabia me nkro bia sika me amede me sika no. It just makes common sense to say me cut down on my expenses. Na baabia metumi aye adwuma mabɔ me pataka krabia me abusuafo hye hɔ me nsan fa me ka me liability e wa ha no so just because I want to serve you better. Meja dwene hu ye na hwɛ sɛ ne na ye nyansa wom ne nyansa wom ne sɛ me chichi ha wie na me de won bɛba enya time ma me in the middle of the world championship na me change me socks nya me kan what you say nti next one here then
we so diaba well we dey obisa wo number and I'm sure I don't know say bia wo new vision for more number bia obit me afresh so say I need Kofi's number
yeah momon yeah 059
on kan momo
we sure
on kan momo or swap a number
oh say bia say yere ka say yempen krofo we man sika no ba be gina yen kon say one man what concessions
we talk as me say people these governments and my to mean and bomb so bra because people invest in them and they direct them on how they should go about things and all that.
Absolutely.
Now go fi onyi ni say sa nketo ye a wo so wugigi obi so betra be bia ka say wo be pre no kra me say ni momo man no so ba ye no the oye kra na momachi do.
But see that's another thing. Mary mo we dom individually but na me yen Magana food na I no nkrofo bi say Kofi na we kura baby a wufin den why or na me say me nya dem ma me kura ana krowa me fi so me loyalty is to Ghana.
So you've done a lot for Ghana.
Of course.
Now go free SHS is for Ghana.
They be free SHS into me okay. So now the idea no yeah proactive.
Okay.
Right.
Implementation no na the problems by. Now let me more the free it is about. Abrochiri wabo abofra. The best time I watch abofra adwene abofra ne adwene ne ye malleable. Ne say from ages 1 to 7. Munti asema making from ages 1 to 7 and an adrenaline absorb. I am most absorbent. So inti abofra bia wo from ages 1 to 7 e ho na wo input because oba out as abofra ne central processing unit need data missing ne CPU pen or work or the kasa or the shade or the moving skills now ne banks ne ye empty into ne environment ne parents ne school ne amo hu no de create no friend say ne personal reality of life. No, ebeye ne personality. Pese mutie ni ye. Inti at that time no se wo school abrochiri as that time no na what infuse with adisua. So inti abofra bia wo school abrochiri wo no abrochiri by age 9 10 no na onim niama bebre wo fa Ghana ni abofra age 9 10 na adwene ni nya ndu ho ye. Because of he said na young curriculums in young teaching no. Inti sa ope say free SHS, ope say education ye effective. Number one, as I say, a full spectrum approach. Full spectrum approach, you know. Kweku tieni ye. Na next time we'll be beba ha when me say question. Full spectrum approach, you know. Doc tio. Full spectrum approach, and then say from kindergarten, wouldn't question mu na wa start expose to niam so
yes.
Not would the adanga adwene no because adwene ye malleable. Na niama esese wo kire no who respect loyalty to nation no sa ho na wo kire no. complex learning skills languages no many adena sa ho ni na ebia obo piano nom yes niame sa ho na wo kire no fi ase kire nsa de nti obenyin obedu free SHS na the terminal end no na why formed what ne perspective on life did out ha no ja no nko bocha skili onko dia go run na mabubulo shisa
no why you are not being fair you are not being fair you are not being fair na see no chaskele ni bia na ya boy na yera so the thing
but very good. Me so me go through. Me do approach it. Me brain answer. Me to me integrate in the system. My experience that make actually you. What you say? Inti obia obe fan wo Ghana or the be kwa approach. Udi bisa o mate or kwa approach. Integration is serious. Traumatic. Because as I say, we go through a whole unlearning. And so na wako learning. Na wako enforcement of what you've learned. 3 stages. What you say? Because one chira ni amano from the beginning. King James the Third no ni idea what chira who nim faso ya abrabom baby. So curriculum to be aware.
And command dey bebre wo ho a me sure say when we are getting to.
Person what is our free SHS ade ase. Very important to me. The American say free SHS no as I say will implement niama to ebeboa students no from the foundational end to the terminal end. Na a full spectrum but as I say we are selective. Ne say enyo bia na woman free SHS. Because ni penny pi wo ho no ma wo betumi afford. Monum say de mo betumi afford free SHS no ama mo ma. Na yenum binom no ye be here you de David muntie
on say obi di komo bi say obi di komo na de wa komo bra na wa brochi
no so ka sa no wan kan ye menka de say mo bia mfiga na nkwa brochi sa na America ne say ye be ye Ghana ni ye inti no obia fa na ahoden ne eyimra ne mfanye Ghana na Ghana nye se abrochiri se na nkrofo nko free SHS winim benefit of free SHS ye visenya wonna kwa American embassy anope na ko headline e wo ko China embassy Burkina Faso nkrofo saline ko je visa den na how Ghana for Burkina
Kofi
you could enter sana e for
Ghana for
we everywhere except for Ghana.
We will come back to this conversation again and ye bon pa say producer be sign no edins was na ya pebre na after that time no o manifesto no ye
need manifesto
now what then
major
you should give us the social contract document here
we have a document a definitive in how we take Ghana from where it is to building a first class nation but anya manifesto and anya manifesto ni say yempeso obia beba near NDC no MPP ba want to aso no akoye one day no the disika
so the other line to national
development plan entrenched in the constitution.
All right
what you say enya mahamadi ya okay say national development plan no wutumi tieni ye we lawyer ni nti pese wutie mahamadi no so ba national no aka no say o kan no di ego na mahama Saudi no yen the national development plan no why entrenching in the constitution. Bibia we Ghana we pese oman ni diso no you have to entrench in the constitution. Inti why entrenching in the constitution Mr. Mahama you never touched the subject of a national development
Are we seeing you on the ballot in 2024?
Absolutely.
Well 2020 no a lot of messages are behind it say people were disappointed say at the end of the day, you are disqualified.
Now, who says in a day and now you're disqualified?
What's 1 minute? Your time is
okay. What was 4G signatures? Major.
I don't know 4G signatures.
Munti, may a principle of the federal government of the United States of America for 24 years. Warning, citation, me will clean as a whistle record. Wabruchiri. Me Ghana M4G signatures.
So then why that?
Oh, na say charge. Major. Me call police was why a report. Or the me call CID. But me call CID was throw me say I want what they are okay. Brand ma why criminal clearance report. No why ma me am biko fee. I'm saying
and then
Electoral Commission friend. Mr. Koranteng, where are you? I'm saying more him bill, more him. I say, come and see us and get your 100,000 CD check.
Oh, so they actually paid your money back to
Massa.
All right. And
maybe yach no
when you check birthday
so unia come on but challenge of the day so the messages there plenty of them you better
akwana dey still the bonjo no do also we ja wabusia wa America no oh the bonjo no say Mr. Koranteng right to the corner where you are try help your try help
challenge of the day so your program you have challenge of the day you must have very very teasing question ya chef for no day omanu December it is challenge of the day no and a go go screen so no
well, 2 of Ghana's 16 regents share names with 2 famous musicians. What are they? Is it the producer? Is it the producer?
And then the thinking cap
and then possible answers are and also producer they can Asha and Lord, Pink and Rihanna, Bono and Ashanti, Elvis and Halsey. It's a bono.
Diana Dahan Amwa messages no dozen and then money at papa
and Kofi can say
what can send be bree
na condemn me what page
what that here
one page obi aso just on
no going
Kofi enti say ano uni manifesto
ye what document amopese mu hu no ye what but enye manifesto
okay
all right
na me kan what
all right yeah
birthday nyabotre and then birthday director nyabotre mai
but
document the Albanian sabit
eba time do no work as a release
but this year
release and where
okay muntie obia oye candidate says in when we are many ama. Hey, listen to me. Muntie.
1 minute.
Me pe na in this range and na me a candidate from 2029. I mean from 2019.
Yeah.
Monko back na monko he na niama Kofi Koranteng kan a na ewo me policy document so. Na mon hwe nia obiare ka say obiare so be change constitution. Say obiare so be for 10 ministers. Me ka say 10 ministers no. First obiare ka say Kofi it's impossible 10 ministers. Me say me 10 ministries. We say what 10 ministries? Afede Mahamed so be obiare family Maham last one Mr. Baumia fight Jack Toronto nene brother fight
offend Jack Toronto.
Jack Toronto.
Me name Jack Toronto.
Oh,
yeah, political space.
Senior bra.
Me
better know who. Senior bra.
All right, the better wishes be by. You have chat one. You sorry, you made it so. Director say, "Only me Ben Nantia. You share birthdays be